A syllabus will help your students know what to expect in class. It can help you think about your class from a big picture perspective. If this is your first time writing a syllabus, ask the head of your department or your principal if there is anything you need to put in your syllabus before you start. Follow these steps to add everything you need to on your syllabus. So, we are going to watch about the how to write a syllabus.
Method 1. Including key information.
First is put your name, email, and class info at the top. Include the time or period that your class meets, the room you'll meet in, the title of the course, and your email. Drop the date or semester at the end.
Step 2. Include a short course description at the top.
In 4 to 6 sentences, describe what your class will cover. Reference some of the texts or topics you're going to teach. Explain what students will need to do in order to be successful in your class.
Step 3. Outline the objectives for the course.
Objectives can be very specific or more general. Course objectives give students a sense of what they will accomplish while in the class. Step 4. List any prerequisites that are required for your course. These are the courses, content, or other qualifications a student must have to take your class. If the course has any prerequisites, list them near the top of the syllabus. Step 5. Include a list of the required materials for the course. If you are teaching a grade or middle school level course, include every supply your students will need. This list should include books, hardware, software, art supplies, and more. Finally, compose a few short sentences on the format of the class. Mention how the course is taught. Through lectures, labs, or online video lectures. Mention the organization of the course near the start of the syllabus.
Method 2. Outlining your policies. First is describe your assessment measures and grading policy.
Many institutions have specific rules about what should be included in this section. Include a section on how you're evaluating students and assigning grades.
Step 2. Include a late, missed, and incomplete assignment policy.
Include an explicit statement about makeup exams for sick days or emergencies. Talk to your department head to see if there are any requirements here.
Step 3. Outline your classroom policies, in detail for younger students.
Many colleges and universities have specific policies and statements that must be included in this section of the syllabus. Be sure to spell out the policy on eating and drinking in class. Finally, provide a course schedule so students know key dates. If it's your first time teaching this class, you may not have completed unit or lesson plans. If your department allows it, you can simply provide a weekly guide on the topics you will cover as a class.
Method 3. Adding required institutional info.
First is inform your students about learning support services at your institution. Every school offers learning support services to students. Include your school's services so that students can access what they need. Your institution might require you to include language about learning support. Step 2. Mention that you can change the syllabus without warning. Teachers often put this line at the very bottom of the syllabus. But you can put it anywhere you'd like. Just try to avoid changing big elements of your course, like the grading policy. Step 3. Provide a statement on your school's add, drop policy, if applicable. Just copy and paste this from another teacher's syllabus, or pull it directly from the student handbook. Post-secondary institutions may require you to add language about their withdrawal or add, drop policy.
Step 4. Address your institution's honor code policy.
Schools often have a concrete honor policy that you can't change. If you do want to add to it, include that info in your classroom policy section. Most educational institutions will require that you include a cheating or plagiarism statement.
Finally, outline your institution's emergency procedures, if required.
You may be required to provide students with instructions for campus-wide emergencies. If you are, an administrator will give you a list of what to include. If they don't, skip this one.
Method 4. Incorporating legal compliance materials. First is mention the institution's policy regarding religious holidays.
Federal law prohibits discrimination based on religion. Many secondary and post-secondary institutions have adopted a religious observance policy.
Step 2. Address the American with Disabilities Act, ADA.
Federal law requires that institutions provide accommodations to people with disabilities. Students should provide documentation of a recognized disability to the institution. Finally, insert the section addressing federal privacy law, if applicable. Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, FERPA, governs the privacy of students and/or their parents. FERPA applies to any student 18 or older, or any student attending a post-secondary institution. If you are asked to include this, the administration will provide you with the statement.
We hope it is useful to you. Please subscribe to our channel to upskill yourself.